Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Gaira Adelia and I'm from Senior High School for Garut. Today, I'm going to tell you a speech entitled Understanding the Rights and Obligations of Citizens in the Digital Age is Key to Combating Cyberbullying. Dear audience, have you ever considered the impact of the current digital era? Digital era has undoubtedly led to a surge in cyberbullying, which is a grave issue that must be addressed. It is a fact that cases of cyberbullying in Indonesia have increased year after year. According to data provided by UNICEF, 45% of children in Indonesia experienced instances of cyberbullying in 2020. This is due to children's self-control and social control, as well as the gap between rapid technological development and low digital literacy. Firstly, I would like to provide you with some background information of cyberbullying. It is generally accepted that cyberbullying constitutes an act of violence, intimidation, harassment, and oppression against an individual or group by a perpetrator towards a specific victim. This act is deliberately and repeatedly perpetrated with the intention of causing harm, making threats, or humiliating an individual through the utilization of digital technology. It is imperative to understand the impact of cyberbullying on its victim. A victim of cyberbullying is likely to experience deleterious effects on their mental and emotional well-being, including anxiety disorders, depression, trauma, and a loss of self-confidence. Examples of cyberbullying include harassment. Harassment can be carried out not only through direct physical contact with the victim, but also through digital media, such as the transmission of message or sexual content via digital media that is disturbing. Cyberbullying can also take the form of slander or the dissemination of false information, as well as the distribution of embarrassing content and doxing, defined as the act of publicly disseminating an individual's personal data or information without consent. So, how can we do to be a responsible digital citizen? The first step we must take is to apply the golden rules. Treat others the way you want to be treated, whether in person or online. Avoid sending negative messages and participating in behavior that can harm everyone else. We should also show respect to others' differences. We're all different in many ways. When we interact with people online, respect their differences in opinion, experience, and culture. Even when you don't agree with something that others says online, we should still treat them with respect and make the internet a friendly space for communication. It is also very necessary to be aware of our rights and obligations when interacting in today's digital age. The digital world has become the lifeblood of our modern existence. But this doesn't mean we can use the current advances without thinking about our ethics, rights, and obligations. As digital citizens, we have a very important role in deciding the future civilization in cyberspace. As users and digital citizens, we have the right to use digital platforms and services that are secure and protect from cyber threats, such as hacking, fraud, and cyberbullying. Our responsibility as digital citizens is to respect the privacy of others. Just as we want our data to be protected, we must protect the personal information of others. Never share someone's data or photos without their permission. Don't participate in cyberbullying. We also have an obligation to use good ethics and language. The digital space is a public space. We must interact politely, avoiding hate speech or destructive content. Dear audience, cyberbullying is one of the most damaging examples of the imbalance between digital rights and responsibilities. And in my space, I emphasize that the security and privacy rights of other users will continue to be cheered as long as users can comply with the ethical obligations and respect. Cyberbullying can only be eliminated by protecting digital rights and responsibilities, and a better digital future can only be created by doing so. In other words, exchange to create better and safer digital media will not happen unless we start with ourselves. So, let's become a young generation that brings about major change to digital development in the eyes of the world and make the digital media healthier, more positive, and more inclusive environment. That's all for me. Thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.